Hey folks, Dirk here. Before we get started, two things. First off, I want to make the format of these pre-recorded streams, or not streams. They are pre-recorded readings. These are not live streams. So for episodes like this, I will not have my avatar or chat box or any of those trinkets on screen. It will just be the full visual novel screen, taking up the whole screen. A lot of screen. All screen for the visual novel. But yeah, that is the first thing. So if you're wondering, where's Dirk? What happened to him? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, that is why it will look different. And second thing, how often will I be doing this? Getting back into it. Yeah, I know it's been quite a while since I've done a visual novel reading of any sort, live or not. And that's the big question for me too. I genuinely don't know. I want to get back on the horse and maybe try like at least once a week, maybe a little less if things come up. But I'm just anything is a plus for me. That's kind of the mentality I'm having now. Get my feet wet, get myself kind of riding the horse again, get that confidence back, and then I can provide more consistency for y'all. I've been really wanting to get back into this for at least a little while, but I didn't know where to start. I was scared, just really worried that I had fallen out of love in general and just didn't know what could get me back into things. So I'm excited, maybe a little nervous about this reading, and I really hope you enjoy the recording. Or not, it's fine, either way. All good. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side. Take care, folks. All right, I am excited and nervous. And the things I said before in the pre-recording. Welcome back, folks. Dirk the Panda here with Cienie. Is it Cienie? It's supposed to be Slavic, takes place in Poland from what I've heard. Or a furry version of Poland, who knows? But I'm going into this not having seen any full-on scenes before. I've seen many people do fan art and whatnot. That's kind of how the word spread to me. And it just kind of ignited the fire to try out a visual novel again, at least on stream. Don't worry, I've done a couple off stream. But here we go. Let's see what Cienie, however it's pronounced. Please let me know in the comments so I don't keep saying it 5 different ways. But let's get started. Okay. A classic detective investigation about a deceitful stay-at-home husband who's been cheating on his poor, hard-working wife has finally reached its conclusion. We've got him red-handed, thanks to Tom's help. Interesting how we're highlighting it. Oh, we can click on it. That's another thing. Remember, I can comment. Am I allowed to? Yes, anyway. Tomas Sitsko. I'm saying it kind of Greek, like Sitsko kind of sounds a bit Greek, but it might be Slavic. I am dumb. It's Tomasz Tishko. It's right there. There's literally pronunciation in front of me and I can't say it. A black cat. Some call him Tom or Tomek. Very intriguing. But we've got him red-handed thanks to Tom's help. Alas, I can't say it was a pleasant case to work on, but it's one of those small, doable cases that we both need at the moment to boost our spirits. It was a good idea to assign Tom to take these pictures. That kid has a knack for getting himself into deep waters, so might as well channel that into something productive. Still, given what's been happening in this town recently, it's becoming a risky job for him. I pull out the keys from my pocket, sliding it into the door's keyhole into my office. The office light's still on. Tom? Oh my god! Marcus! What are you doing here? Oh man. For those who don't know, I wrote, I don't think it's gonna be active, at least as far as I see, a visual novel with a character named Marcus, who is also a German Shepherd. So, I'm glad there is a German Shepherd named Marcus making it waves in a visual novel. Thank you. Tom, the office looks tidier than usual. Perhaps Tom cleaned it up. Still, whenever he cleans up, he tends to leave the office items in very odd places. I head down to the bedroom connected to the office. The door is slightly ajar. I wouldn't be surprised if he had stayed here overnight again. Well, it's not much of a bedroom per se. There are only some really old wooden shelves and a trusty couch where I usually sleep. I take off my jacket and toss it onto the couch. The room is, I am a perpetual mess too. The room is in a perpetual mess. But that's fine, 'cause I've made a mental map of where everything is supposed to be. For instance, these files that Tom was tasked with sorting out today. Even at a quick glance, I can tell the most recent ones are missing. Oh, no. Tom has been spending a lot of time poring over those. Maybe they're in the office. Sitting down behind the desk, I look through the pile to make sure the files aren't there. Ooh, should we start it again? The ellipses running gag? Always good to hydrate, though. Oh, now we get a CG. Oh man, he's so cool. He looks so cool. And so cute. Head pets for Marcus. As I turn on the radio, it crackles a little before picking up transmission of a news broadcast. I take out the last cigarette from my breast pocket. I'll need to remember to buy more. No, don't! Smoking bad! Sorry, had to. Or I should quit. Marcus! How could you hear me? Or I should quit smoking. Cheaper option. The police are still dealing with complaints over the botched investigations of the missing individuals of Scipio. Or Snipio? Snipio? Please tell me how to pronounce it. I was very wrong. Sipnevo. Oh, Sipnevo. I like that we have pronunciation. The only downside is I'm gonna see if there's a history of it. I wonder. Oh darn, that would be cool if you had like a dictionary for it. I don't see it. I could try scrolling back to the beginning of the game and see Tom. Okay, no, it just has the slashes at the beginning and end of them. I was really hoping that it would have some sort of accent mark maybe on them, but this is already leagues ahead to give pronunciation because us poor VN readers really get scared. Please tell me how to pronounce the game's title. I need to know. But Sipnevo. I like it. Anyway, a Polish town where this story takes place. Yeah. Is it a real town? Well, maybe I should wait to find out afterwards. We shouldn't get too distracted. Anyway, the police are still dealing with complaints over the botched investigations of the missing individuals of Sipnevo. The radio blares the voice of one of those townspeople being interviewed. It's been almost 3 years. I shouldn't say it so like that. It's been almost 3 years, and we still know nothing. How long must the victims' families put up with the cops' incompetence? With a deep sigh, I turn off the radio. Police losing the trust of the people isn't uncommon anymore. Most officers fail at handling even the most routine tasks, and often put people in danger. I run my fingers through the files in the drawer. That case file isn't here. Did Tom take it? I take out my cell phone to dial Tom's number, but I realize the battery's already dead. At least the office telephone is always working. Landlines? In 2024? Or whenever this takes place. Watch it take place in like 1990s or something like that. I didn't see if it had a time frame. It's Tom. Hey, it's Tom. Sorry, but I can't answer right now. Please leave a message. I'll figure out his voice. Damn it. Damn it, I'm frozen. Oh, another voice. Ah! Damn it. I dial his house number instead. Hello? Carol. Is it Carol? Carl. Oh my god. Is it a meme like there was something I heard from somebody about Carol from accounting? That's what it's making me think of, but it's Carl. Yeah, Carl, kind of like Carl, but Tishko. Interesting. Carl, it's Marcus. Is Tom home? Wasn't he with you? He hasn't come back home yet. Did he do something? Nah, nothing. Goodbye. I immediately returned the telephone handle back to its cradle. With keys in hand, I dash downstairs. He probably thinks he's helping, but I'm honestly afraid he might be making things worse. I head out of the building and hop into my car. Within moments, I'm speeding through the familiar streets of this seemingly tranquil town. It's the thing! The photo! I'm sorry, I had to. Oh, I like this. The folder color changes. For perspective. That's clever. It's kind of like, usually it's like you see VODs where it's like the box where the character's name is and changes. But yeah, now they're going full out here. I love it. Anyway, my boots are now drenched, with the streets full of the deep puddles of this rain. But I'm not gonna budge. I keep peeking over the corner of the wall, waiting. The bow's in there. The bow's in there. Trying to reassure myself, all I can do now is wait. This is the place. The place our missing guy has been visiting recently. He had been missing for a month, according to the file. Eventually, he came back and started acting strange, his mother told Marcus. Only to then disappear again. It's been 4 days since then. And this is the place he goes to every night. The gas station manager stated that Camille, Camille, god damn it! Camille Novak. Or it's like a Novak. I see what you did there. A missing male bowl. The gas station manager stated that Camille. The gas station manager stated that Camille often just stands there outside. I don't know where I'm clicking. Almost as if waiting for someone. Marcus got footage from the manager. After seeing it, the client confirmed it was her son. The real question is, of all disappearance cases, Why is he the only one that came back? I mean, if someone wanted to vanish, they wouldn't be strolling around so nonchalantly. But did he want to vanish? Uncertainties fill my mind. I need to stay focused. With a deep breath, I try to quell my impatience. This persistent rain is wearing me down. Tempted as it is to check the time on my phone, I know it'll only heighten my frustration. My frigid and damp paws struggle to even hold the camera properly, and it almost slips out of them. Ah, damn it! Just then, the wind chime sings. I rub the rainwater off my brows, trying to focus on the figure leaving the gas station. It's him. I spot his horns first, which match the ones in the pictures. There aren't that many bulls living in this town. It's definitely him. I snap a picture just in case. Keeping a safe distance to avoid being spotted, I started following him. Ooh. Even having done this before, I get nervous. Story of me right now. The pitter-patter of the rain thankfully muffles the sounds of my footsteps. Although the tricky part is to avoid stepping in the puddles. The bull presents a towering figure, the street lights casting a huge shadow behind them. I shift between different hiding spots behind a I shift between different hiding spots behind a lamppost next to a row of flower pots, right behind an old bare tree. At this rate, I'm pretty much invisible. It's fun to think so, at least. At last, we arrive at a long stretch of road. The bull stops, and as he stops, I dash into a nearby alleyway. But he starts walking again, only to stop a couple blocks down the street once more. And then again. Each time it seems like he has reached his destination, he instead lingers near some house before moving on. It's odd behavior for sure. Maybe this is what his mother meant. Or is he on to me? He seems to thoroughly examine each place. But for what purpose? Marcus was told that the bull doesn't have many acquaintances in the town. Or at least not ones he still keeps in touch with. Without knowing for sure, however, it could be reasonable to assume that the houses might belong to these old acquaintances. It's definitely a lead worth checking. I will have to run by the addresses later. Ensuring both the bull and the building are captured in the frame, I discreetly snap photos from different angles. Then, I back off into one of the alleyways, just as it appears that he is heading towards the bus stop. There's only one bus passing through here at this hour, with its final stop in a nearby town. Is that where the bull is staying? I check my phone for the time. 22:36. If I remember the schedule right, the bus should be here soon. Which, for those who don't know military time, that is 10:36 p.m. And as I'm recording this, it's almost 10 p.m. Before I can get any more shots, a familiar-looking car gently cruises from the opposite side of the road, accompanied by a droning noise. The driver slowly rolls down his window, revealing the German Shepherd's disgruntled stare as I hide my camera. Get in. I simply smile back at him. Oops. Busted. I hurriedly approached Marcus's car, but not before taking a quick glance at the bus stop. The guy's already gone. With the bus already there, I'm unsure if the boat did get on it. Either way, that bus is now speeding off to its next stop. I love how we just see Tom's oh wait, I think it's Tom's cigarette. Yeah, cause yeah, it's like black. Yeah, it's like black fur. I was like wondering, I'm like, did Marcus have it, or is he wearing gloves? I don't think we've seen Marcus's hands. Can we confirm? Anyway, the mood is quiet except for the occasional roar of the car engine when Marcus passes or presses the pedal. The mood is quiet except for the occasional roar of the car engine when Marcus presses the pedal. The raindrops falling onto the windshield sound almost like the static noise you hear on my TV. Marcus takes his sweet time before finally saying something with an exasperated sigh. You know, I thought we were supposed to be working together here. Not having anything to say to that, I give him another awkward smile. We've discussed this already. I'm your boss. I doubt I can weasel myself out of this one. Hey, I'm sorry, alright? And just because I also happen to be your friend, that doesn't give you a pass to take my stuff without asking. Being fired right now wouldn't really surprise me. I know, you're right. To be honest, I was expecting some excuses. I can still come up with some if you want. Ugh. No need. You have them with you. The files? Yeah, in the back. You didn't get them wet, did you? Marcus focuses on the road while holding his cigarette between his fingers. That's the thing, I'm not sure. Is that Marcus's hand? Is it Tom's hand? Do they both do cigarettes? Maybe. He occasionally puffs out smoke. Nope, they're in a plastic cover. Alright, you can drop them on the back seat. I nod, shifting around the seat belt as I retrieve the case files from my bag. Following Marcus's request, I place them in the back seat. What made you take them? You know I was going to find out. There was a phone call from the gas station shortly after you left. The manager, I think. He couldn't reach you on your cell phone. Marcus reaches into his pocket, pulling out his phone. It's Dad. He said that Camille was there. So you did learn something, so did you learn anything useful? He was acting strange when I was following him. Inspected some random houses in the neighborhood. At first, I thought maybe he was hiding in one of them. The German Shepherd fumbles around with one hand as he tries to plug in his phone. His ears twitching to signal that he's still listening. But that wasn't the case. Instead, he was just snooping around. I took some pictures of it. I relay all of my observations, mentioning the addresses of all the places he was inspecting. Finally, I get to Camille walking to the bus stop. Bus stop? Oof, that was very southern. I'm really teetering the line between investigative voice and southern voice. Oh, fuck. He probably got on the bus. If you mentioned it earlier, we could have followed it. It was already leaving when you came. Never mind that. I'll check the photos soon, and I'll personally handle the investigation. Alone from now on. Come on, I want to help. We already talked about this. You're supposed to do everything under my guidance, remember? That was the deal. Yes. You can't be playing detective. You don't have a license. As someone who studied law, you should know you could get a fine or jail up to 2 years. I sigh, looking out the window. Can't see much in this heavy rain. As annoying as it is, he's right. Then you know I'm not doing this on purpose. You did good out there. Reckless, but good. Thanks. I rest my head against the window. But punishment must be handed out. You're going to sort files in the back room. I couldn't even get through one of those shelves. As much as I'd like to do that, unfortunately tomorrow's last shift at the shop. Didn't I send you my work schedule? Marcus points at his charging phone. You probably did. Can't say I've looked at it yet. I guess you'll get a little break. But the files aren't going anywhere, unless you're planning on taking them again. His lips curve into a cheeky smile, his tail thumping on the seat. He sure is happy with himself. Ha ha, I get it. So, how'd you find me? Well, you took a specific file, and that was the last case I mentioned to you. And then, nah, I just drove around town till I spotted you. Oh, why? I expected trouble. Luckily, it didn't come to that. Will you tell the cops about Camille? No. Since this guy didn't really disappear, I doubt they'll get involved. I see. He's not wrong. The cops barely involve themselves with anything here, with the constant excuse that they're spread too thin. They were on high alert after the first few disappearances, but those cases went cold too. Hey, cheer up, bud. We'll figure it out. Marcus pats me on the back. It takes him a moment to realize how soaked my fur is before he takes off his paw and wipes it on his trousers. I let out a chuckle as he tries to recover from that silly blooper. Alright, let's get you home quick. You're soaking wet. The last thing I want is for my car to smell like a wet cat. Oh yeah, as if wet dogs smell any better. I give him a smile before turning my head to look out the window again. My house in sight. Anyway, I will involve them as soon as I know more. Alright. As we stop at the front, Marcus suddenly grabs my wrist firmly, almost as if trying to pull me back into the car. Before you go, after the last time, has he... Not since you broke his nose. Alright, good. Just checking. I nod at him as I exit the car, leaving my camera bag on the seat. Don't worry about the camera. I'll transfer the photos and return it to you later. That's fine. See you around, boss. As the rain finally subsides, I stand there and wave at him. I guess when it comes to detectiving, I'm going to be stuck behind the desk. Scene 1. Or, well, scene 2, technically, probably. As I step inside, a familiar scent greets me, but it's not exactly a fragrance I long for. The air is thick with the putrid stench of alcohol, hanging heavily in every corner of the house. I lock the front door. The TV is still on, broadcasting a live football match. It's the World Cup qualifier. Poland versus Kazakhstan. Oh, they are gonna crush the shit out of Kazakhstan. Sorry, I know too much about sports. Kazakhstan's small and not the best team. Poland, pretty solid team. But hey, at least San Marino won their first game in 20 years? Oh man, this is definitely gonna date this recording. I briefly wonder who will win, but I'm not sure about to stay to find out. Dad, an oversized and lethargic old cat, is passed out on the couch in front of the TV. I reach out and switch it off, silencing the constant stream of noise that serves as a backdrop to our lives. An empty can of beer and a half-empty bottle of vodka lie on the table next to him. There are at least 3 more cans on the floor. This isn't the first time I've seen him like this. Won't be the last either. I simply ignore the mess and head upstairs. With each step I take on the creaky wooden stairs, I'm conscious of the need to tread lightly so as to not disturb the slumbering beast downstairs. Ooh, detective. Oh, blink. Ah! The Orange Warsaw Festival 2014. Interesting. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this. Is this a Supernova reference on the left? And on the right, I am not sure. Maybe Supernova too. It kind of looks like the same logo, but, you know, hidden. We got Supernova reference? I don't know who does Supernova, but I recognize Supernova anyway. Thanks, March Madness. And Chogos. I tried to read the Polish. I can't. Anyway, as I enter my room and flip the light switch, a sense of relief washes over me. Again, blink! Interesting choice. Finally home. This room is the only place in the house where I have any semblance of normalcy. My desk is stacked full of comics, newspaper cutouts, and notes. A bottle of my meds is next to the stationery. I forgot to take them today. That was stupid of me. I take the pill and swallow it quickly while stashing the bottle into the drawer. Not today, demons. That is so me taking my meds. Not today, demons. Not today, dehydration. I should probably charge my phone. I give myself a pat down, and that's when I realize my phone's missing. Shit, where is it? Maybe I left it somewhere. I rummaged through my pockets one last time, finding nothing. I probably put it in my camera bag, meaning Marcus has it. Whatever, it's fine. I can wake up without an alarm. No problem. I couldn't. Thankfully, I have my watch, my tablet, backup alarms, because I need them. I'm screwed. I take off my wet clothes and hang them on the radiator. Then put on briefs and a t-shirt to sleep in. Oh, to sleep in. Instead of lying down, though, I keep glancing at my desk. I just can't help myself. I know Marcus said he will take care of things, but I pick up my notes, trying to see if there's anything. Trying to see if there's anything I've overlooked about the bull. Camille's disappearance. Descriptions. Camille Novak. Male, 26 years old, just like me. Nationality, Polish. Species, bull. Height, 189 centimeters. Damn it, taller than me. Weight, 90 kilograms. What's that in freedom units? I think they actually have conversions out on Calculator app. Oh, they do, yes. Please, please, please. Power, pressure, speed, temperature. Oh, it's in volume. Wait, okay, alphabetical order. Kilograms, too. Kilograms. Pounds. 80, or 90. 90 kilos. 100. I hate it. I'm heavier than him. I weigh more than this bull. What is my weight in uh-oh. 91 kilos. Features: white horns with gold rings, black hair, bluish gray fur, purple eyes. Last seen: Creaking Pines gas station. Missing since 25th August 2016. Oh, maybe this is kind of one of those that takes place in like 2016, 17. They said, is this related to the other thing they saw in the news? Probably not. This is gonna take place in like 2019. That's like, get ready for part 2. It takes place in 2020. Okay, additional notes. Came home after disappearing for a month. Disappeared again 4 days later. Police didn't entertain the second report from his mother. 26 years old and lives with his mother. Who could that be? For now. Don't worry, I'm moving out eventually. Just gotta get this job landing. Or, well, it landed, but gotta keep the job consistent. Anyway, according to the owner and workers, he often stands outside. Sometimes buys cigarettes before leaving. Footage shows him there many times after his disappearance. His mother confirms that it's him in the footage. Well, new notes. Was found inspecting random houses. Need to check those houses later. It's 1 page of notes. That's it. Okay, maybe it just started. Camille's mother told Marcus that they are really close. And that he was unhappy. But he always talked about it with her. He struggled to find a job, and it weighed on him. His mother supported him regardless. This sounds like me 8 months ago. Oh no. Am I Camille? Or was? Camille started leaving the house at weird hours, coming back the next day or really late at night. Then, she received a phone call. He said, "I'm sorry," following which he disappeared. Now, a month later, he's back, waiting for someone, or something, at that gas station. And inspecting some houses. Definitely sounds like he got mixed up in something shady. Maybe he was associated with some dangerous group of people. That would make sense, considering the phone call Mrs. Novak received. Maybe he wanted out, and they didn't want to let him leave. If that's the case, it would mean that the houses are, what, a target for something? Now that I know which places he was observing, it might be easier to learn something. write down the addresses to the houses he inspected. A quick yawn escapes me as I scribble on my paper. I should be in bed. Well, the work starts early in the morning. Gathering the scattered notes on my desk, I stack them into a neat pile. Then I flop into bed. Lying there, I realize I still need to turn off the lights. Bed is so comfy though. I groan into my pillow, trying to gather all the strength I have to left. I groan into my pillow, trying to gather all the strength I have left to get up and turn it off. Before I can do so, a noise makes me jump. Oh no. Oh no. It sounded like it came from the corridor. I almost sounded like a door knock. I'm like, who's knocking? I look to my door, expecting Dad to enter. When he doesn't, I get up from my bed, opening the door and glancing out into the dark hallway. Seeing nothing, I shuffle back into my room and lock the door. I have no idea why I did that, but it does make me feel a bit safer. I'm sure everything will be fine. Turn the lights off and slip back into bed. I lie there in pitch darkness, trying to discern where that sound came from after all. Part of me hopes that I just imagined it. Wouldn't be the first time. Just then, it happens again. I look around, barely moving my body. It appears to be coming from outside. I slowly get up and approach the window. The darkness makes it hard to spot anything. The ball. Uh-oh. Are we next? Ah! Please don't kill me. It takes my eyes a bit of time to adjust, but as they do, I spot a figure standing outside. Uh-oh. 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 In a rhythmic fashion, he kicks my wooden fence, stands still, and then does it again. The horns and clothing. Is that Camille? What the fuck? As he stands there, now motionless, I try to get a better view. He suddenly turns around, focused on the forest behind. For a moment, it looks like he is talking to himself. Sharp pain pierces my head as the floor beneath me becomes shaky and uneven. Camille looks straight at me. Fuck! The ball blurs into and out of my focus. Our gazes lock, completely petrified. My shoulders tighten while I hold my breath. It's too late to hide now. He knows I'm watching. He must have seen me follow him. Fuck! Part of me wants to back away from the window and go back to bed. Pretend this is just a bad dream. But I can't. It might be my only chance to learn something. Despite all my instincts screaming at me not to do this, I open my room window. We stare at each other in silence for what feels like an eternity. In the end, I lose the staring contest and decide to speak up. Who are you? What are you doing here? Not knowing how much he knows, it's probably safer to play dumb. You shouldn't have done that. My body freezes again. His voice is hoarse, rough, as if he just finished a marathon. While I struggle to get out a proper response, the bowl keeps staring back at me. It feels like his eyes are piercing right through me. I don't know what I don't know what you're doing here, but do you see them too? What? He doesn't respond, but keeps his gaze on me. There's only agonizing silence. Feels like forever before he turns around and simply walks away. I want to yell after him, but I can't. All I can do is stare at his back as his form fades into the darkness. Oh, is it spooky? Something is up. I say spooky in the most light way. For now. I'm like, it's gonna get way spookier, isn't it? Anyway, as soon as he disappears, my motor function returns. My one motor function! That is honestly me during the morning. My one motor function turns on. I back out from the window, closing it. The pounding in my chest slows down as I sit on my bed. The fuck was that? There's something seriously wrong with this guy. I should call Marcus. Fuck. Right. My phone's gone. I was thinking, I'm like, if he had his phone on him, could have, called him too and just, in the moment, or filmed him before he got caught looking. Just, here's some video evidence. Yeah, and it is 2016. He's gotta have an iPhone or smartphone. He'll have camera. He will have camera. With a deep breath, I lie down, facing the window. Almost as if I'm expecting him to be out there again. One question lingers on my mind. He obviously saw me follow him. But how did he find me? Trying to think of every possibility, my mind begins to spiral. He didn't follow us. That would be impossible, right? Then, does this mean he already knew where I live? If so, does that mean he knows something about Marcus and me? My mind racing with questions that I can't answer is draining though. And before I even realize it, I'm out. Bye! Sorry, I had to. Hope I didn't spook anybody by doing that. I wake up to a sharp, almost blinding light coming from my window. I wished what happened yesterday had just been a dream at this point. Sadly, it wasn't. What do I even do now? I grab some fresh clothes and stumble out of my room to head to the bathroom. It's hard to get the image of the bull staring me down out of my mind. I should visit Marcus and tell him what happened. Then again, I should probably not skip work at this shop. I need the money. After taking care of my basic hygiene, it's time to face the real beast. The stairs. I get downstairs and bump into the empty cans and other rubbish strewn across the floor in the living room. No, I haven't forgotten about the mess down here. I kick one of the cans. Just need to make sure I've gotten everything before I head off. I don't have time for breakfast. Only after putting on my shoes do I realize they're on the wrong feet. Fuck. Good job, detective. Can't you be more quiet? My head is throbbing. You're my dad. So, like, every day? After tying my shoes, I hurriedly get up on my feet and put on my jacket. Don't you have work today or something? Don't be smart. Yeah, I do. Heading off in an hour. Dad glances at the clock as if to make sure his statement is correct. Right. Well, I'm already late, so I'll be heading out. He looks at me but quickly walks towards the fridge, which contains nothing aside from, well, booze. Heading to the shop. Yeah. Dad takes out a can of beer, opens it, takes a sip before speaking. Really? Are you really gonna drink before work? Think of it as my morning coffee. Right. Do whatever you want then. I grab the door handle. Wait. I flare my nostrils as I turn around at him. What? He sits down by the kitchen table, putting his beer down. How's the work with Marcus so far? Good. That's good. Who would thought you'd follow in her footsteps? Sorry, I gotta go. Super late already. Come in. The knock on the door catches me off guard. The first thought hits my head is the bull outside my door. Or the first thought that hits my mind is that the bull is outside my door. Aren't you gonna open it? I look at him, then back to the door, before swinging it open. Marcus! Let's see, he does have hands. Why do I have to confirm that? Because of the damn cigarettes. He has hands. They both smoke. Confirmed. Marcus has hands. Oh god. Not everybody has hands. Sorry, that was a reference to some other game. Series, story, whatever. Familiar German Shepherd greets me. Hey there, bud. You left your phone in the camera bag. He pulls it out of his pocket and waves it in front of me. I know you just can't live without it. Your knowledge truly knows no bounds. Snatch my phone away from his paw. But thanks. Indeed, you saved my heart. Oh, right. While your phone was in my possession, Anna called twice. I ignored the first, for privacy reasons. But when she called the second time shortly after, I picked it up. She said you're on your own for a few days, since she is off with her girlfriend. Shit. It's this week? God, I forgot about that. Right. Yeah. The occult fest. Or something. She mentioned it before. Totally not a suspicious thing whatsoever. I can only groan at the news. Of course she goes on break on a Monday. Could it be me in the following week? No. No. Oh boy, I hope my company doesn't collapse while I'm gone. Well, whatever happens, I'm sure you'll do just fine. Dad approaches us. It's Hale! It's Hale! Ah! It's Hale! It's like, Dad approaches us, locking eyes with Marcus in a stare down. Marcus? Oh, God. Carl. I was about to say Carol again. God damn it. Carl. Marcus and Dad may have been friends once, but not anymore. This is the last thing I need right now. It's too early for this. What are you two talking about? Nothing. I'm heading out. All right. I shut the door behind me and shoved Marcus forward. Notice him giving me a concerned look. I let him go and keep walking farther and farther away from the house. Not to pry, bud, but what was that about? What do you mean? You basically shoved me out the door. Marcus puts my hand... He puts my hand on his shoulder. Marcus puts his hand on my shoulder, stopping me, and looks towards the house. Did it do anything? Oh, no. Not at all. You sure? Well, it's just... Marcus has probably noticed the hesitant cadence in my speech by now. His canine ears are perked up like satellite dishes. Having a hard time talking to him. I would say that's normal, after what happened. Marcus leans forward, his brows furrowed in genuine concern. I stare back at my reflection in his ocean blue eyes. Look at those special eyes. A deep sigh escapes me. It's nothing, really. It just feels like whatever we had as a family is gone with Mom. But I'm not going to mention that to him. Your father's a stubborn man. I doubt he wants to openly talk about what happened. So he drowns it in liquor. I tried countless times to reach out and talk to him about what happened to Mom. Yet each time I was met with silence or refusal to talk. Well, the rumor is still going around too. Do you believe what people are saying? I know he'd never hurt her. Listening to the neighbors gossip about whether he might have done something to Mom was hard enough. People have already made up their mind about who my father really is. Even though they have it all wrong. So does the police. They've found nothing on him. The police aren't gonna act on some rumors. Never mind. To be honest, they don't act much at all. At least there. That's true. Anyway, sorry, I didn't want to bother you with my problems today. Not a worry. If you ever need a talk, I'm all ears. Like you always are. Oh, let me just... His rigid ears suddenly drooped down. Ah! Oh, I thought they would actually droop down. I'm sorry. You're gonna hit my feels, damn it. Okay, now that just looks like you're not even paying attention. Marcus lets out a chuckle, bringing a tiny smile to my face. Then I remember one important thing I've yet to mention to Marcus. The nighttime visit from the bowl. I feel like I'm about to be grounded from fieldwork even more now. There's one other thing. I'll just get straight to the point. Sure, what is it? Camille was outside my house yesterday. Camille was outside my house yesterday. Marcus's brows wrinkle as his gaze locked with mine. Tom, that's not funny. Didn't you say he went on the bus? I said I thought he did. Clearly he didn't. Are you alright? How did he find you? What did he want? Did he say anything? Marcus bombards me with questions, but then stops himself, falling silent to finally give me a chance to explain. I heard a noise outside my window, and when I looked there, I saw him. Whenever I blink for just a second, I see his vacant stare piercing through me. When he spotted me, I tried to ask him a few questions. He didn't really answer any. That's concerning. He just said, "You shouldn't have done that," and asked if I could see them too. No idea what he meant. You'll have to be really careful from now on. I'll contact Igor. So, you're involved with the police after all? No, just him. He is still part of the police, though. No biases. And Tom, no more investigating this. Do I make myself clear? Well, can't say I'm surprised, but it still feels like a punch to the gut. Alright. I'll keep you updated, so keep your phone handy and don't leave it somewhere again. Yes, sir. I gave him a smirk and a smirk. Sorry. I gave him a smirk and a salute, trying to lighten up the mood, but his brows are still deeply furrowed. Let me drive you to work. You sure? That's pretty far from your place. Oh wait, that's pretty far from your place. It's fine. A 5-minute drive won't kill me. We both get into his car. Neither of us really says anything throughout most of the drive. I keep wondering about Camille and what he could have meant. Part of me is really hoping they won't run into him again. It's a pretty short and uneventful ride, but this saves me about 20 minutes of walking. I'm already late as it is, which is my own fault. Marcus's fingers drum against the wheel as he briefly inspects the rearview mirror before glancing at me. After your shift, maybe we could grab some hot cocoa. We could, but I thought you hated chocolate. I thought it was deadly. Well, yeah, I'd get you cocoa and coffee for myself. Dark and brooding, just like me. Wow. Honestly, the only dark and brooding thing about you is your dirty car. Looks like I'm being kidnapped. His tail wags as it chuckles. A faint smile again curls on my lips. On approach to the shop, I take out the key from my pocket as Marcus stops the car. Thanks for the ride. Don't mention it. I'll see you around. And Tom, be careful. We don't know if Camille's gonna try to do something again. Alright, I'll try my best. Oh, I was like, whoa, it's not a kidnapping. What? I open the car door and head out. Looking around, I don't spot anyone waiting. Good. No customers yet. I head to the back and pause, trying to find the key that opens the back door. Gotcha. As I slide the key into the keyhole, I hear footsteps from behind me. Please don't be him, please don't be him. Okay, good. A short, old fox is approaching, leaning on a cane and wrapped in thick winter clothing despite the mild autumn weather. Took you long enough, boy. I've been waiting here for an hour. I glance quickly at my phone, surprised. Honestly, it feels like me when I'm dealing with like my work shit. It's been an hour. It's like I was asleep. There's no way I'm that late. It's now 8:20. I sigh. Sorry that you've been waiting for that long. But normally we open at 8. But I've waited long enough then, don't you think? My old bones can't handle this cold. It's only 18 degrees. Fahrenheit? Celsius? Probably Celsius. At this point, I'd rather be dealing with Camille. I turn back to the door, give the key a final twist, and head inside. Please wait in front. This is the back entrance. Workers only. No, I have to wait even. I lock the door in her face. I could hear her muttering something to herself. I hate customer service jobs, but then again, who doesn't? Having put my bag down on the table, I head to the storeroom. There are tons of items for me to unpack and shelf. It's gonna be a busy day. I could see the old woman through the glass, her face almost pressed against it. She really can't wait to get in. Can she? It almost feels scarier than what I experienced yesterday. I flipped the close sign to open, then, opening the door, try to give the old lady a smile. She just turns her head in the other direction and disappears between the shelves. She clearly likes me. It's definitely my natural charm working its wonders. I walk through the shop, checking which aisles need to be restocked. When I glance towards the cash register a couple minutes later, the old woman is standing there, tapping her fingers on the counter impatiently. I rush back. Good, you're here. Can you tell me why the price of this mug is much higher than that one? They're both from the same brand. I give her a confused look. One is low fat, the other one, the more expensive one, is full cream. I think it's like 20 groszy more, ma'am. Is it groszy? Grosza. Grosza. A Polish currency akin to cents in America. I'll take the cheaper one. Do you have today's Gazeta Polska? This is on right-wing politics and agenda. We don't sell it here. You damn liberals! What? Why not? My boss doesn't like propaganda. My boss doesn't like propaganda, I'm afraid. Nonsense. Do you have any other respectable newspaper? If by respectable she means right-wing shit, then she is in for a surprise. Let me check in the back. The woman's gaze shifts to the room and then back to me, her expression growing more annoyed. Please be quick. Of course. It's my own fault for being late, so maybe she has the right to be a little angry. Then again, people like her are here all the time, regardless whether I'm early or late. As I shift some boxes around, I found a note from Elias. Is it Elias? Alias Volgasek. Delivery guy who works for our shop, among others. Elias. Hey there, Kitty. I hear you're on your own for a few days. If you leave the shoulder to guy on, we could go out somewhere. You know my number. Call me, winky face. Ellie. Or is it Ellie? Ellie. Allie. Allie. I can barely read that thing, but it makes me chuckle. He always finds a way to brighten my day. Alias and I have been friends since childhood. I've got to double check 5 times. Alias, yep. Alias and I have been friends since childhood. He had already been working as the delivery guy long before I was hired by Anna to work here. We've had trouble meeting up, since he now lives with his father. And I don't think that man likes me very much. Before I could dwell on that, though, I hear the old woman cough loudly. Eventually find the stack of today's newspapers. I place them on the cash register. Next to them, at least. Here you go, ma'am. She glances at what I brought with disgust. Tossing some of the papers to the side, she looks through the pile. Nothing good. I guess I'll take the Super Express. Let me guess, it's more central. Usually focusing on sensationalized news and political scandals. Of course. Alright, here you go, ma'am. Thank you. She nods at me and pulls out her wallet while I include the price of the newspaper in the total. That will be, oh god. That will be 15 złota. Złota. That'll be 15 złota and 89 groszy. Is it grosza? Yeah, grosza. Damn it. Oh, this is so hard to remember. Złota and grosza. They spelled differently, though. She just hands me the exact amount, as if she'd already counted how much it cost beforehand. Not that I complain, because it makes my job easier. Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day. She nods without saying anything and heads out the door. Finally, alone and in peace. Time to take care of some unpacking business. There are plenty of items on the shelves that need to be restocked. Everyday household items like soaps, shampoos, paper towels, and stationery. And then, tucked away in the corner of the storeroom, a peculiar box filled with an array of bizarre-looking trinkets. I'm pretty sure that's for Anna's curio section. Look at the door to that part of the shop. It's always funny to me that she sets it here, of all places. Of all those religious folks coming in to buy some hot buns, only to see Anna selling occult trinkets and offering tarot readings. Restless. The day proceeds smoothly. There are customers here and there between my restocking. At times, I even manage to forget about the bowl, but that thought always comes back. With the shop now empty, it's time for some shopping of my own. Not being that hungry, I only grab some essentials. Potatoes, bread, ham, and some cheese. As I scan to pay for my items, the door chime rings. 4 men enter, oh fuck, dressed in rather dapper attire. I don't think I've seen them before. Welcome. My eyes are drawn to one of them, a wolf with scars across his face and a missing eye. Okay, we're fucked! Another one, a deer, approaches the counter while the rest are looking around. Are you really? Okay, are you doing the thing? Are you really making that reference? How can I help? We're looking for someone. Okay. Who? We were told this is his shop. Something isn't right. This is Anna's shop. I try to keep my gaze focused on this man in front of me, but in the corner of my eyes, I see the rest of them wandering all around the shop, making me nervous. Another guy, a wolf, goes back to the storeroom, and as I raise my hand to call out to him, the guy in front of me just shakes his head and snaps his fingers at me. I'm talking to you. Who the fuck are these people? Pay attention. Sorry. So, we're looking for Otto Gidski. Jinsky. A common family name. Oh, they're looking for Ada and his brother. You've seen them? Despite their fancy appearance, they emanate a really ominous vibe. I need to decide on how to handle it. I have no idea who these people are. Hey, what are you gawking at? Answer the question. The wolf approaches the deer, laying his head on the deer's shoulder. Oh, I thought they were making a Wolf Stars or Wolf Stars? Beast Stars reference. Nah, it's just some wolf and deer. Calm down, let the boy speak. Out of time. Fucking hell. A decision? Well, I will have to save this for the next episode. I ran out of time, unfortunately. Some things came up. I was hoping to do this a little longer, but, you know, things happen, so I'll have to keep y'all in suspense. Maybe I'll make a quick update to this episode, or addendum. Either way, I will end things for now, and I really hope you enjoy this format. I'm really looking forward to playing this. This really grabbed me. This intrigued me. Anyway, thank you folks all for watching, and until next time, take care, folks.